You too. Dripping my sweat. Do my tag on. I got it in the bag, man. I'm getting all type of cash. I'm a general truth.
Honorable C notes.
Yeah.
Buddha
Yeah.
blesses me.
Yeah. Superstar.
And, Coach, we come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. And they're ready to go as they get set to match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway. First NFL carry for the rookie from Georgia, Nick Chubb. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Here we go now.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. In a 3-4 defense there and against the run, a lot of responsibility can fall on that nose tackle.
A ton of responsibility, no pun intended, because they've got to deal with not just the center, both guards, and a lot of times they have to eat up double teams in order to let the rest of the guys get to the football. But how about that play? He not only did he eat up the double team, he ate up the ball carrier as well.
I was going to say, talking about puns, you said eat up the double team. And got his man complete. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Rashard Higgins, 77 yards. And the Browns have taken the early lead.
Well, you would think that if you threw 119 touchdown passes in your time at Oklahoma, another one might be routine, but not when it's your first one in the NFL. Welcome to the league, Baker Mayfield. And look out, NFL defenses.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that's complete to Jesse James. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Joe Schobert in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Jabril Peppers is deep for Cleveland. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns heading out on offense, Charles, and everybody knows the story. It's been 10 straight years of losing seasons, 0-16 last year. But it feels like there is some optimism. Is it warranted?
It'll be warranted if they can translate all of that optimism, the draft choices, the free agent pickups, the molding of the team into winning a game and then turning it into at least a modest winning streak. They have a great opportunity here in the opener against the Pittsburgh Steelers, their hated rival. That will make everyone feel better, not just the organization, but all the fans that surround them.
117. Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Set. 230. Jack 16. Hurry up, let's go.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. Well, so they just got the football on an interception. They almost gave it right back the same way.
And you know, when you look over to the bench after that type of a play, number one is pure relief.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Myles Garrett in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And Boswell has this one going left, no good. He missed it left, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Lucky 56. Leopard.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 30. Mayfield now on second down. And Callaway taking it in left side. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
On 4th down, the Browns hand things over to the veteran Britton Colquitt to punt. Back deep for the Steelers, Antonio Brown. This is taken around the 12. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Steelers making their way out. It's sort of an interesting offseason for them. You at times get the sense that there's not always complete harmony. But, boy, when you get everyone together and that offense is humming, there's something to watch.
They almost feel like a team that they actually use that works for them, right? Different guys want the ball. Different guys want attention. And then when it's focused on them, they tend to produce. Now, I think on the defensive side of the ball, they got a great rookie season out of T.J. Watt at outside linebacker.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Hassan Reddick leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Now it's Roethlisberger. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. Goes underneath for Bell. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second down, Roethlisberger. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And the Steelers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They'll pitch it out to Bell. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
Here we go now.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
The Blue 90. Blue 90.
Second down, Mayfield. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Antonio Callaway with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Browns add on to their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you kind of circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball. And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'd be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys who make people miss in the open field, and make them the kickoff returners as well, because I think you can still get big plays in this area if you have the right people back there.
Roethlisberger will throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Let's go.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. read the pressure, and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll bring up a second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On 3rd down, Mayfield. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. A first down throw for Mayfield. Being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. 3rd and long for Mayfield. Now he'll escape to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Zane Gonzalez now to try the Browns field goal. This from 44 yards out, left hash.
Money back. Money back. Money back. Make it like a money back. Money back. God, I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what